It's kind of halfway, it's right in the middle. A good middle song.
Good middle song.
Seems about right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's it for me.
That's it for that.
I'll stop being Lucy and let you actually do what you want to do.
No, you were finishing up the segment. I was jumping the gun there.
No, that's okay.
So, sticking with the Christmas season, this week's appearance is the Barenaked Ladies Christmas Special. It was a special that they did when they did the holiday album. And they, of course, played a number of the holiday favorites. It's about 45 minutes in length. It is a fun little Christmas special to listen to. It really kind of plays more as like a hey, here's some great songs from our new album, so go out and buy it. But they're having fun. They're enjoying it. It is very Christmassy. It does have like the Bing Crosby like background and stuff like that. So it is enjoyable and good to kind of go out and watch during this time of the season and get yourself in the mood.
Nice.
Agreed.
So as I mentioned last week, we are now part of the Filling the Void podcast network.
Woot woot!
Yeah.
Again, I wish this was a video because I just did a dance. I wish you guys could see my dance.
And as I mentioned before, one of the shows that one of the people that's been on our show before actually has another podcast on there. It's called the Blake and Sal Show. And they do sports entertainment variety. They discuss a number of different sports, wrestling, hockey, football. Sometimes they discuss music, movies, and different conventions and things like that. Obviously, like this week on that show, they're going to be discussing the WWE, which I for a long time, I watched the wrestling. I grew up watching wrestling.
Hell yeah!
And I don't know about for you, Michelle, but for me, I really loved watching like the '80s wrestlers. They were very vivacious.
Oh my God,
Randy Savage, Randy Savage.
Every Saturday, we'd go to my
Hulk
Nana's
Hogan,
house, and my
Ultimate
cousins and
Warrior.
I. Oh my gosh, the Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
I mean, in
Hulk
today's
Hogan.
culture, that wouldn't go well. But
No,
there were a lot of the characters.
Jake the Snake
then.
Roberts. My sister loved Jake the
Duggan.
Snake. She also liked The Undertaker. Oh, man.
Jim Duggan.
I liked Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Yes.
God. I can't even think of everybody.
Yeah, and I love the one that you mentioned, Aaron. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ooh, yeah.
He died recently, and it was really, really sad.
He died for us. Did you know
No.
For our sins.
that? Okay, you know how like
During this season.
every 4 years, someone says, "Oh, it's going to be the rapture." Well, he died when someone said it was going to be the rapture. So the idea is he took the bullet for humanity. He's like, "Not today, brother." Yeah.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Yeah. Exactly. He was like, "Take some Slim Jims and get out of
He
here."
snapped into the ultimate Slim Jim.
Yes.
Yeah.
And took one for the team.
He was just vibrant.
Well,
he was
thank
so
you, Macho
flashy.
Man.
Yeah.
He was an amazing wrestler. He was an amazing, stupendous athlete, He knew how to put on a show. They all did back then. They really...
I liked Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
No, not Kevin Hart. Kevin Hall. Kevin Hart's the comedian. It's a whole difference. Sorry.
I want to see Kevin Hart wrestling. That is something I want to see now. I want to see him out there with The Rock. Tag team.
Yes. Yes.
But, we were talking about it. It reminds me of the commercials. You know the ones that its character kind of bursting through the wall, and it would say, "Oh, yeah." The Kool-Aid ads, it reminds me a lot of those Kool-Aid ads. Which reminds me a lot of, like, this time of the season, interesting enough. Like, I go by, and I'm driving by people's houses, I see Christmas parties that are kind of going on, and I just want to burst through the wall and say, "Christmas time! Oh, yeah!" But that would be totally inappropriate, so instead, maybe I would just put on this song. I might jump through the window and just put next week's song on, because next week's song is Christmas time, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the wrestler I was trying to think of was Kevin Nash,
Kevin
not Kevin
Nash.
Hall. Or
Okay,
Kevin
I don't know.
Hart. I was getting Big Scott Hall and Kevin Hart and Kevin Nash.
I was late 80s, early 90s,
Yes.
so a lot of those guys, they were still there, but some of them were going away. Like, I
Yes.
never really got to see, like, Andre the Giant wrestle when he was a wrestler. I knew him from, like, Princess Bride.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I've seen, like, now on YouTube later on, but I never got to see that, like, live.
I'm an old lady, so I could have been
Yes.
changing your diapers and watching wrestling at the same time.
No, but I love wrestling. I honestly
Yeah.
think wrestling is like soap operas for dudes. You know what I mean? It's pretty much
That
what
is
it
a
is.
great
And
way
it
of putting
ties us all together. It really
Yeah.
does. Like, everybody can have a conversation about wrestling.
It's
you
true.
can't have a conversation
Jocks, nerds, people into soap operas. There's something for everybody. in
There's
wrestling.
something for everyone. Exactly.
And so if you want to hear more about wrestling, you can watch the Blake and Sal show. If you want to hear more about Barenaked Ladies, come back and join us next week for hashtag Christmas in December. Yes, it's actually a thing again. Christmas in December. And we'll be discussing Christmas time, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. See you then, brother. No, wait, brother was Hulk Hogan. I apologize
That was good,
to
though.
the ghost of Macho Man Randy Savage.
They sounded a lot
He
alike,
He forgives you.
Well, they were like primary adversaries. I think most of the time. So occasionally they'd be on the same side. But yeah, he was great. He was such a great personality. Anyways, see you guys next time.
We went off the rails.
Just a little bit.
Way off the rails. I can't even see the rails from here. Where are
No.
we?